All right, so 1185. Right, so I went in like $640. Right, so I come in, right, and it's 55 hands, 23 player, 28 banks. Right, so my first mistake was playing the one. Right, it had already my first mistake was playing the fucking one. Because I was looking at the pad, I'm following the table. And if it already passed, you just wait for the next series. Remember coming out of the goddamn poker room, it was already 3. You wait for the next series. You basically waiting to bet on the 2, and you basically waiting to bet on the 2 and follow it down. So what that was, it was one player, right? And it was weak. So I follow the table. I follows the table for it to go 1. But that shit came down 2. And I was standing up, and I only cashed at like 560, right? So then I looked at the and then I said, damn, I want my shit to come down. Right? So I followed the Chinese man. It came down 8. Right? Boom. Right? Then I fucked around and bet the 1 again. And I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to bet the 1. Right? You're not supposed to get caught up because you wear yourself thin. So then I said, God damn. So then it came down 8 again. So basically, I lost on the second, won on the third, and then I thought it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna go, try to grow a brain. So it came down 2 player. I won on the third with the man, followed the man. Then I tried to go back on the 1 on my own, and it came down 4 player. That's the most it came down. And I followed the table, and we went on the 1 and we won. So only time you gonna play the 1 the way you doing it now is the same thing what happened when you your first session back in live. Is when you after that color reached this peak, reached the maximum times that it went previously, then you could bet the 1. We bet the 1 and we won. Wham, right? So I didn't go right back after that. So now Banker is behind. Right? So player come and I bet everything I had on the second Banker. Right? And we hit a motherfucker 10-1. Right? I went on the second Banker because it was weak. No, was it weak? Was it weak? And I went on the second Banker and it hit. Bam! They gave me $250. I was back in the game at that point. I didn't go right back. Then it tied. Then I was gonna go third. I was gonna go third player, right? Because I'm looking for it to come down. I was gonna go third player, me and that other broad, and we had it was a 8-8 tie, right? And then 8-8 with tie. So then I followed the table. On after the tie, it previously switched. It was like 3 ties, 4 ties, and it switched. So after that, I switched and I won. Right? Then I didn't go back. I didn't get caught up in that. Then it went one. It went one. And I fucked up and went. Because remember, you wanna get the key is you wanna get a 2 on the dominating side and hope it come down or even, or you wanna get a 2 on the weak side and you hope it come down. That's it. You wanna get a 2. You wanna bet on the 2 on the weak side and hope it come down. You wanna bet a 2 on the strong side and hope it come down. That's what we did. So you want to get your money on the run. You want to bet the 2 and then hope it come down. You don't want to play no 1 unless the table is going to 1 after it reached its max. You want to bet the 2 and hope it comes down if a person is hot and leave like that. We're not playing the 1 just like open freely like we was doing before, because it fucks it. One, it makes you think you can do everything on your own, which will fuck you up long term. 2, this way you are riding with a winner. If it's a winner, you are riding with them. So that's what I mean. You're not trying to play the 1 and get caught up in all that shit. You are trying to play the 2 or the weak side or the dominating side, and hopefully the person catch the run coming down and you good. Hopefully the person catch the run coming down and you good. That's it. You came in. I mean, it was perfect. You want to catch, like I say, you don't play the 1 and get caught up in that shit. You don't play the 1 unless you follow in the table at the max, and you don't and then look on this and what happened was you lost, right? You lost on the second. You supposed to bet the 1 because banker was dominant. It came right. You went against it. You bet the banker was dominant. Then he was like, don't play the 1. Don't play the 1. Don't play the 1. Play the run. And I bet I had a natural 8. Bam. And by that time, the banker on the third, what the most it came down was 3, but I stayed out of it because everybody bet the 1 that time, and it came down 4. But I was like, that's scary because it wasn't no target because everybody was going against it. I was supposed to just continue to play the run, but I wasn't sure because that's what we do. We not playing. Like I said, the most it came down was 3, so it tricked everybody. But I didn't bet. I was like, yo, this is scary. And I didn't try to go on my own. I followed the table. I didn't try to go on my own. I followed the table. But I know it's all over there, but this is just rules that I was playing as it. When I came in, I should have never followed the table because the second side won on the weak side. It came down. And then you're not trying to play the 1 unless it's a tie, right? You only want to play the 1 unless it's a tie and you following the table. Other than that, you don't want to play the 1 because when shit is running, you want to just get the 2 and catch the run and go. That's common. The 2 is a common bet. But after you bet the 2, you want to wait for the next series. Unless you got somebody that's hot. Right? When I just sit up here and say, all right, you wanna catch the 2 on the weak side or dominating side and catch the run. Only if somebody is hot. You're not doing it on your own. Only if somebody is hot. Only if somebody is hot. Because they could be hot and still be losing. But you want to use the ride they back and get the fuck out the way and get up. And like I said, that's what you did. You got the money. Everybody else, you got the money. Everybody else. And they still there. You gone. You rolled their backs. But it was slick. It was slick because, you know, you was looking to play the one, and you was like, nah, you gonna follow with a run. Same thing would happen before you got kicked out of Horseshoe Live. You was like, you was gonna go against the run, and you was like, yo, boy said you don't think it's a turn the corner, and you was like, protect it with a run. Same thing. Protect it with a run. And it was dominate. The only difference is now you have an idea when the 2 is gonna come because of the numbers, the percentages. You know when the 2 is gonna come. After you bet the 2, you hope that you catch somebody that's hot coming down, and you just follow them down. That's it. That's it. You just hope to follow them down. That's it. That's it. That's all I can tell you. That's it. That's it. So like I said, I came in, it was 25 and 28. 25, like player was in the lead, player was behind. But I'm following the table. And it previously went 1-1-1-1, and everybody thought it was going 1, and it came down 2. Bam. And I set my ass down, and I was like, yo, you lost on the 2. You want to follow somebody. You want to follow somebody. You want to follow somebody on the run. And it came down 3. But you're not looking to play the 1 no more. That's not what we doing. We not playing the 1. We not trying to go against it. We stand away from all that shit. Like, we just trying to find somebody that's hot and catch them on the drop. That's it. We bet the 2, find somebody that's hot and catch them on the drop. I hope I made the best like this. And if you're not coming in after the 3, you just gotta wait till the next series, not on your own. This is why you can't play by yourself. You gotta play with people because you gotta play with people because you can't do this on a machine because you gotta play every hand. That fucks you up. And you can't play by yourself because if you lose, then it's gonna be hard for you to go up or down. You have to play with people, right? And you want to catch the 2. You might catch the 2 on your own, but you want to see if somebody is hot. You want to see if somebody is hot. All right, review. 640.